It's Sunday morning. We got a Curse of Strahd game at 10 o'clock. We're going to put in about 30 minutes of prep for Curse of Strahd Daybreak. Last night we did Curse of Strahd Classic, and they actually made it into Barovia. So I think this third session. They are now very far ahead of the other group. They leveled up. They've met with the siblings, and they have secured rooms at the Blood on the Vine Tavern, so they can just sort of, long rest and figure out their next move. So we ended off on a pretty good note. That game we play every 2 weeks, so we'll be playing that one again. Excuse me, until the 17th. Last night, somebody in that game asked me how injury system was going, and I admitted that it's pretty rough. Injuries are really fucking people up. And then it was asked, well, the injuries apply to the monsters too, right? And I was like, oh shit. So, not all monsters, obviously, are going to care about every injury, but we should at least be checking, because some of these guys are going to be dropping some pretty big damage. So it would be, it would be interesting to see what kind of damage output they're doing, and kind of respect that that is happening. Another thing that occurred to me is with this injury system, I really need to take the time, and I don't know when that time is going to present itself, but I need to take the time to go through and set them all up as effects, because there are 40 something different injuries, these non-lethal injuries. The table says there's 100, but in total, I believe there's 27. Oh, that's not too bad. So yeah, I need to kind of go through here and get this one sorted out a bit and figure out how to sort of mark that on their character sheets automatically. Like the ones that reduce your speed, and the ones that are like, reducing your stats, things like that. I should probably go through and get those sort of built and sorted out. It shouldn't take too long. It's not something that I want to do right now, because I'm kind of tired and I don't really want to do that. But basically, yeah, like a -10 to initiative checks and int checks are made at disadvantage. Like, this is the kind of stuff that we could build in using the power of Foundry to sort of, make it easier for people to remember all the terrible shit that's happening to their characters. For now, though, everyone seems to be doing an alright job. And of course, the longer we play, the less impactful the injuries are going to be, I hope. So, yeah. Alright, I don't know why I closed that all the way. Hold on. A little sleepy still. I was up till like 2 in the morning working on the Krampus adventure, because we have to submit it today to Drive Through RPG, and yeah. If those are posted in the server, I can start making some features. Oh, hell yeah, man. I don't know why I didn't share this already. Hold on. It says anybody with the link, and I think it's in the group. Well, let me take Dom off of here, because he probably doesn't want access to this. Alright. Yeah. Let me share that onto the Curse of Strahd channel on Discord. Bloop. There we go. And I did post a couple of screenshots from last night's game. It got pretty intense with the wolfware and stuff like that. It was really fun. Everybody was a little spooked out, but not too much, because that's like my casual group. So, oh man. All right. So let's see. We've got to get them caught up over here. Now, let's see. These kiddos are just kicking around the house, doing whatever they please, living their life or whatever. So I think what I've decided already is that Matthew's going to get stolen while he's taking a poop. and then they'll have to make a decision of do they rush down to save Matthew or do they just like let it go. Like, that's kind of like a decision that they're going to have to make. So I have that sort of set up. So now we got to make sure that we have those items, exhaustions and wounds. We do. So we can go ahead and get these characters set up a little bit if they require such things. All right. So Adrian has a stress, so we're just going to turn that into an exhaustion. There we go, using the feature. So we can take this off. All right. Izzy has some threat. This guy got some stress. There we go. Is it under his features? Yes. All right, so we can get rid of that. All right. Matthew for sure. Alright, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hide Matthew for now. So when they log in, they don't wonder where Matthew is. And I'm taking away Carsophonia's control over it. He's actually not in the session today anyways. So that's an even rougher thing for his character to go missing. But, let's see. Anybody else have stress? No stress, no exhaustion. Oh, wait, Reed's got an exhaustion. There we go. So let's drag that over. We can get rid of this. Cool. Since we're going to get rid of the old exhaustion, something that occurs to me is we could go into Condition Lab and we could phase out the exhaustion, which would clear out like 5 of these tabs, which would be pretty cool. So let's do that. Trash can. There we go. There we go. Beauty. All right. I'm going to save that. And then I'll do the same thing for Nightfall while I'm thinking about it. And this is like how it's going to be the whole campaign. We're just going to be prepping all 3 games at once. Not a bad thing, honestly. All right, there we go. And we do have a new days condition too, because I was going to use the one from 1D&D, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to update that just yet. There we go. Beautiful. So I guess we don't need stress either, so we can get rid of that. And save. Alright, let me go over here and get rid of this stress. And save. Alright, so we got rid of 5, but we added a few, so I guess it is what it is. I really do want to go through here and kind of clean this up and see what could just be turned into a convenient effect. I would assume anything that we don't need to stack, we could just turn into a convenient effect. For example, we should have immobilized. Nope. Okay. Alrighty. Do we have charmed? Alright, we do have charmed. Okay. So we could get rid of charmed. There we go. And over here, go up to charmed. Now, I know there's like a cool like heart animation that could play around it. If you set it up properly, but I don't have that set up, so alright, let's get rid of charmed. And let's see, who else could be over there? I suppose Hexed could. Let's see. That's weird that Hexblade's Cursed is over there, but not Hex. Maybe I started to convert shit over and then I forgot. I don't think we're going to need a Hexblade's Curse, honestly. So, let's see. Going over here. Yeah, weird. Alright. So, I guess if I have a convenient effect for Hexblade's Curse, we can get rid of that. And this campaign doesn't really have any Hexblades. So, we get rid of that. Booming Blade. We don't really have any Booming Blade either. But I didn't convert that one over yet, so I'll leave it. Yeah, I don't want to dig too deep into this right now with everything else we got going on. Deafened, we could probably get rid of over here. There we go. And save. And over here we'll get rid of Deafened also. Just start, you know, slowly kind of clearing this out. So, like, it's still a shitload of icons when you click on it, but, you know, eventually we can kind of cut this down to just the bare essentials that we want stacked or that are applying, like, a really cool effect or something like that. So, for now, I think that's good. Alrighty. What else do we need to check on? So, let's look through the upcoming dungeon. And we've got, let's see, yeah. Let's grab all these folks. And let's go over to the Barovia landing page. And let's make sure that they're there. Okay, they're on the Barovia landing page. And there's no obnoxious ass music playing in the background. I learned my lesson on that. That's been, oh, no, there is. There we go, turn that off. Alright. Then let's go into Dirt's Manor and basement of Dirt's Manor, and we're gonna go to Death House 1. And one thing that we have to start doing is we have to, on every single one of these fucking maps, we have to make sure that fog explosion is turned off, that unrestricted vision is turned off, and that they're actually dark. Because it turns out that Benios is very proud of his maps, and he wants everyone to see them all the time. So all of them are pretty much defaulted to have, like, maximum visibility, which sucks. TBH, it definitely sucks. So I want to make sure that we kind of get that set up. The maps themselves are gorgeous, but having to go through each one of these and check them for settings is going to be a real pain in the ass. But alright, so then we go down to the next level. This room right here, 35, this is like the milestone spot. So I'd very much like them to get that milestone spot someday. I don't know. And then this is, of course, the room where they have to sacrifice someone, blah 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 blah. Alright, if anybody was watching the game Thursday night, you might have heard the weird shifting accent of the Dirt's couple. So what I'm doing there, one, is I'm a hack, and I'm just terrible. But two, I'm trying to show that they're hearing, like, both the Barovian and the English, because, like, the mist is, like, changing them and, like, bringing them into Barovia. And obviously it would suck if they all went to Barovia and they couldn't speak the language, and then we spend, like, the next 3 to 6 months of the campaign with them trying to learn the language. So the mist is kind of transforming them and making them learn the language. The other thing is, per Lunch Break Hero's suggestion, 3 main dialects, I guess, of Barovian or the common tongue. You're going to have in Krezk, they're going to be mostly German or puritanical. So old like timey English and or some German undertones. In Barovia Village and Valley area, they're going to be very, like, Romanian, and the Strahd's going to be Romanian, and then the Vistani are going to be Romanian. And then in the center of all things in Valakai, it's going to be like a melting pot where they're going to have like English, German, Romanian, and then any other languages that kind of come up. So the campaign is described as being a bit of a melting pot, but mostly for humans, right? There are not a lot of non-human NPCs in the game, and it's kind of a big deal if you are a non-human. But it does say that their skin colors and their ancestry, so I guess their races, the human races, are different, but culturally they are all Barovian, and they are either from Barovia Valley, Valakai, Berez, which has been destroyed, and Krezik. Those are like the four most known settlements. There's a lot of settlements, but they've at this point in the Curse of Strahd timeline or simulation, they've all kind of died out. So thanks to the power of AI robots, I was able to go in and create some. Well, I didn't create. I asked it to make some culturally diverse looking Barovians. So they all still look Barovian, but they also look, not 100% like white people. So that's kind of a nice change of pace there, right? So I basically have a ton of these for peasants that I want to kind of feed into, or villagers that I want to feed into my miniature tokens or whatever. So lots and lots of cool villagers. So I'm really happy with like how all of this came out. There's some artifacting on like the faces. Honestly, it's fine because we're just using them to like populate the world with some NPCs. But here's like some darker skinned NPCs. And it's so hard to find fantasy art of like dark skinned individuals. So like you want to have like that representation and you want to have that diversity, but sometimes there's just not the art that you need. And also, how do you get them into the style that you want, right? Like these people all have similar clothes and hair, even though they are from different, even though they have different complexions and things like that, because we want to show that culturally they're all still the same, even though they are from different areas of the world. So that's what I was kind of working on in the background. Now, I don't want to bore you with turning the stream into me converting all of these over into miniatures, but I will need to eventually turn all of these into miniatures. So, yeah. And then they'll just get dumped into the villagers folder, and then that will hopefully kick out a lot. But there's 4 each, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 times 4. That's like 70, I want to say 72 more villagers that we have with some diversity as well. So I'm pretty excited for that. Alas, I'm not going to have time to grind these out today before the game. But I wanted to show them off because they're so cool. And then, of course, if you're on Patreon, I've been sharing out these AI tokens just amongst, like, our Discord server thing. So, yeah, look for those in the Google Drive, because I think we got hundreds of minis now in the Google Drive. Hundreds and hundreds of minis. All right, so, but yeah, I was very happy with that. Midjourney 4 is really kicking butt. Just phenomenal stuff. Like, if as far as getting like background images and things like that, and NPC art, especially on the fly, wow. Admittedly, it runs a little slow because I canceled my subscription to it because I didn't really want to financially support their efforts because of all of the moral and ethical issues there. But also, you know, moral and ethical issues, I do sit next to a Alexa robot, and I do most of my shopping on Amazon. I guess I eat meat. I guess I'm morally not a great person. So if I need a cool image or background thing, I'll probably just have Midjourney make it. So I guess I'm a horrible person, I don't know. But I do also commission art when possible, and I have a handful of my favorite artists that I'm always going back to for art. So I try to live both. Anyways, let's focus on prep. So we've got plenty of villagers coming at us, and we cleaned up a little bit of stuff. I don't think this group is going to, in 3 hours, I don't think they're going to make it to Barovia today. But we could work on some Barovia stuff. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's see. We'll go to Curse of Strahd, and we'll go to Village of Barovia. And this has been like so fun, like showing this stuff off to my group, because like look at this, like you're looking down like at the town like from a distance. Oh, so cool. The storm clouds rolling in, the thunder. Oh, it just sounds awesome. Then you got this nice top down of Barovia as well. And then of course there's all these things for walking through Barovia. So we've got like the outskirts of the village, you know, one of the streets of the village, another one of the streets of the village. This is where I put Morgantha before, so I'll probably just put her down real quick while I'm thinking about it. I just pretended that that broken thing next to her was her cart, so put Morgantha down. This version of her, De Merchant. And let's see what else we got. Oh, I guess I should check all of the settings for all of these flippin' maps. I just got to build the habit, I think, of when I am prepping a map or activating a map, I go in and I turn all of that shit off. But man, it's kind of a pain. I could probably find a script that toggles those settings for every single scene. There we go. Alright, so then they would go through to probably the Blood of the Vine Tavern is going to be their first stop since they're so beat up. So I guess I'll go through here, toggle all that off. Ugh. Let's see, one. And I guess in certain maps it's not a big deal, but like the game's supposed to be scary, and like the less you know and the less you can see, I think the scarier things are. So having like the video gamey fog of war stuff on, I think that just takes away from the immersion and the fear. So I'm not a huge fan. All right. I also think it's incredible that Benios made 5 floors plus a roof of this fucking tavern. It's just wild to me. The guy works so hard. Alright, and then the roof. There we go. Okay, so in the tavern, we've got, let's see, we got old Ismark, so we gotta get rid of this Ismark and put the other, the newer one. Alright, this Ismark did not get updated. Boo! So we'll do that. It's kind of neat in my Saturday game. I kind of wish I had recorded it because this one of the players was the daughter of one of the other player characters, and they were trying to open the portal to Barovia, and they had killed a frog, like a giant frog, as the sacrifice to kind of open the portal to Barovia, because they didn't want to kill a person. But then they had to like inhale these like ritual fumes and stuff, and I had them make Constitution save, and if they failed, they became confused by like the vapors. So then she couldn't get rid of the lingering confusion effect, and on the second round of trying to do the ritual, she had to attack the closest person, which was her father, and she got a nat 20, and she did so much damage. She did max weapon damage and then max crit damage. She massive damage killed her father during the dark ritual to get into Barovia, and we were, all 5 of us were like flipping out, because it's not like we narrated it like that, like the dice told that story, and he just like fell over dead into the burning blood and oil that was in the ritual bowl, and then his body burst into flames, and it was freaking awesome. And this player, he and I had talked about what his potential backup character was going to be, and he is actually playing as Ismark the Lesser in the game, which is pretty cool. So, yeah. Alright. And then we got to get this Radovich or whatever for the side quest. So let me export him. Alright. And then we'll go over here. And we'll go to Barovia Village. We'll add a new NPC actor. And we'll import that one. There we go. And I actually changed the art on the other game for this dude, but this art's fine. This art's fine. Alright. And I'm going to have him roll up a little bit later. He's not going to be there when they first come in. Alright. Seems good. Okay. And then this guy had a name in my other game, because I found like a really good name generator for Barovian NPCs. So I should probably share that as well if I haven't already. So let me go grab that real quick. Here you go. I'll post it into chat, but I'll also post it onto the Discord. Let's see. I'll do name generator. And I'll pin it. There we go. And then we'll put... Oh. There we go. There we go. And we'll pin that as well. Nice. Alright. So, all this seems like it's pretty good. Let's walk through the recommended add-ons from Dragna Carta to kind of flesh out the village of Barovia a bit. Hey, what's up, Butler Log? Alright, so getting to know you, Muriel the Were-Raven. So she is a raven with blue wingtips that kind of follows the party around. Now, who is my Muriel? Let's see. This is my Muriel, Martikov. So, do we have a special raven just for her? We could, thanks to the magic. Let's see. Imagine. And we're going to say a cool looking raven with blue wingtips. And then we'll do fantasy art, comma, and just let it sort it out. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Angry mobs. Village of Barovia, destitute as it is. Vampire killed Mad Mary, but the townsfolk overheard it gloating about her daughter, all snug in the castle. The townsfolk have realized that Mary wasn't crazy at all, and some brave heroes are trying to rescue her daughter. Or die trying. The ghosts have been hinting all along. A random rabble-rouser believes the ghostly procession is actually a subtle hint from the netherworld. The mob believes that any person who follows the ghost path and leaps from the tower alongside them will escape Barovia forever. Some villagers have gotten into their heads that Ismark is dead and Irina has been taken to the castle. They believe that an end to the burgomaster's line will mean the death of all Barovian vassals and are determined to rescue Irina from the devil's clutches. Okay. Let's see. Due to the layout of the village, it's entirely possible for Bildreth and Periwhipple to be the first living Barovian NPCs your parties encounter. Remember that Bildreth has seen many adventures come and go. Use your PCs as a simple cash injection. Alright, so we talked about that, and I think we have that set up already. Over here at Bildreth's place. Yeah. Cool. And then, let's see. He gives them a quest to do, and they got to deal with a carrion stalker. Did we actually figure out what the hell a carrion stalker was? Carrion stalker. It looks gross. Let's see. Oh, it's so small. It's tiny. Okay. I've never seen this monster before. Where are you at? Oh, so cute! It's like a little Pokemon. Alright. Alright. Well, let's try to make it work, little buddy. Little friends. Little pal. Okay. I don't know what you do, but I think you're adorable. I've only had Carrion Stalker for about 2 minutes, and if anything happened to him, I would murder the world. There we go. Let's see, Curse of Strahd. I don't know what this is. Aberration, I'm assuming. Carrion Stalker. This is why I'm not a scientist, because I'm just like, it looks like an aberration. Just label it aberration. No one will care. Alright, go up. And go to Kosi, actors. Alright, now I am curious. What is it? It's a monstrosity. Ah, well. And we'll go grab. Is this like a relative of the carrion crawler? It must be. It's like carrion crawler for babies, right? Alright. And let's see. Go here. And punch that in. Blood. There we go. Give us some orange blood. That's cool. And update. Alright. It has a tentacle weapon. Alright, so let's see. The tentacle has a +5 to attack. That ain't bad. Oh shit, this is a CR3 monster? What the Alright. The Carrion Stalker attaches to the target and pulls itself into your space. While attached, the Stalker moves with you and has advantage on attack rolls against you. A creature can use its action to try to detach the Carrion Stalker. Oh, Alexa, stop the timer. Alexa, stop the timer. Let's see. On its turn, the Carrion Stalker can detach itself. Target 5 feet of movement. When it dies, the Carrion Stalker detaches from any creature it is attached to. Well, we certainly don't want to show them all of that information. So we will do... From here on will be secret. Nope, that's the whole thing. Ah, fuck it. Alright, hold on. Let's hit the enter space thingy. There we go. Space thingy. I think I'm looking for the word key. Yes, keyboard key. Alright. And then, what else can you do? Larval burst. That sounds bad. The Carrion Stalker releases a burst of larvae in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on itself. Each creature in that area must succeed on DC 13 Constitution saving throw or be poisoned. A creature poisoned this way takes 2d6 poison damage at the start of each of its turns as larvae infest their body. The creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself. On a success, any effect that cures disease or removes the poisoning condition instantly kills the larva and the creature, ending the effect on it. If a creature is reduced to 0 hit points by the infestation, it dies. The larvae remain in the corpse, and one survives to become fully grown Carrion Stalker in 1d4 weeks. Any effect that cures diseases or removes the poison condition that targets the corpse instantly kills... Jesus Christ! What a monster. Okay. Whew. Let's hide all that. In case we accidentally click it. Multi-attack. It makes 3 tentacle attacks! If it's attached to a creature, it can replace one tentacle. Where has this monster been my whole life? Oh my god. Wow. VRGTR. What is that? Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. Oh my god. Holy shit, y'all. This was a journey that we went on with this creature. Like a journey. Oh my god. Alright, so I'm gonna say, based on how many times it mentioned poison, we're gonna pimp this creature out a little bit. So let's see. We're gonna go ahead and give the creature got tremor sense 60 feet too. Jumping Jesus. Alright, we're gonna give it vulnerability to poison. There we go. And then let's see. But I think that Anne has some bloodied and bruised stuff for Van Richten's. So let's open that bad boy up. Oh man. Let's see. Carrion Stalker. Carrion Stalker gets Scurry. When bloodied, if a creature misses the Carrion Stalker with a melee attack, the Carrion Stalker can use its reaction to move half its speed without provoking opportunity attacks. That's fun. Alright, so let's go and look at Bloodied and Bruised. I don't think we have Scurried yet, so we're going to go ahead and duplicate Cornered. And we'll put a new ability, Scurry. I have to say, it is terrifying for people when they're fighting monsters for the first time, because then when they bloody it, they're like, oh shit. And then they just kind of wait to find out what they have done. Like, what horror have they created by fighting the monster? So this has been a very fun and scary addition to the game. Alright. So we'll drag Scurry over. There we go. And then he's also got Cornered. So we'll go grab Cornered and drag Cornered over as well. Lovely. Alright, so now we have a lovely little Carrion Stalker for this side quest. And we will export it. In addition to exporting it, you know what I could just be doing? Putting it in the compendium. Yeah, that's probably what I could be doing. So let's go ahead and just start doing that. Let's see, which one am I using? I think it's this one. Look at how nice and organized it is. Okay, so we'll go ahead and drag over this Carrion Stalker. Bloop. Okay. Was there anything else? Ah, okay. So, I guess I don't have the Assassin Vine either. Alright. I didn't, like, switch any of that over. So let's go to the compendium and start bringing some of this stuff over while I'm thinking about it. There we go. Okay, good stuff. Blood Roses have to come over. There we go. And Nosferatu. There we go. And Skulk. Ah, where did I make Skulk? I guess I made it in this one. Alright. Did I finish the Skulk by adding weaknesses and stuff and special abilities? I don't think I did. And Skulk is from Monsters of the Multiverse. Do I have that? I think I did. I pretty much bought like every book that she released. Maybe I don't have Monsters of the Multiverse. Let's see. Drive through RPG? No. This is definitely DM skilled. DM skilled. Bloodied and bruised monsters of the multiverse. She didn't release one for Bloodied and Bruised. Maybe it felt like just doing it twice to have to go back and do it like over again. We got Lost Mines, we got Eberron, Wild Beyond the Witchlight, Spelljammer, Curse of Strahd, Icewind Dale, Waterdeep, Stormmark Island, Ghost of Saltmarsh, Out of the Abyss, Valo's Guide, Tomb of Annihilation, Tyranny of Dragons. Yeah, okay. So I'll probably just give this thing cornered then. Let's see. And yeah, that seems fine. All right. And it's we'll give it torn shape. There. Now we can drag it over. All right. Let's see. Briar Dryad. Let's add that in. So there's a lot of like little things that still need to be done, but overall I feel pretty good about where things are at. Let's see. Then we need the water elemental, which we don't have yet. So go over here. Grab this water elemental. And the Gloom Weaver. There we go. Alright, so that's taken care of. And let's see. Okay, that seems good so far. And then let's see, other things are Veteran. Got it. And Anna. Don't need that. Okay. Carriage. Oh yeah, we do need that. Okay. So we'll drag her over. And then the carriage. Noble and common. And what else we have on our to-do list here? The Lost Kitten. Check. And a Vile Fog. Excellent. Okay. So we moved all that over. And then, ooh, here are the ravens with blue wingtips. Nice. I guess if I had to pick, I'd probably just do this top left one, I'm thinking. They're all a little weird looking, TBH. I guess the bottom left is the least weird looking one. Go. Oh shit. Yeah, my alarm went off and I told her to stop the alarm, but we need to actually go run the game. Alright, so let's save this out as Curse of Strahd, Raven Blue. There we go. Okay, so yeah, time for the game. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I know we were kind of all over the map today with prep, but that's what I'm kind of running into with these like 3 different games, and I'm not sure exactly where the games are going to go and what they're going to do. And I didn't get all of my prep done before launching all 3 games, so I'm going to constantly be sad about that because I have to shuffle stuff back and forth between the 3 games, and it's a real pain in the ass. So it is what it is. Alright, what's the schedule looking like this week? Tonight we got Mythic Odyssey at 8. Tomorrow we've got Odyssey Prime at 8. Also tomorrow is Krampus Night, and so the Krampus Adventure is coming out tomorrow. That will be available to everybody on Patreon, along with a discount code for the map that goes with it. And then also it will be available on DriveThruRPG and through Heroic Maps, and it's partnered with Heroic Maps. Pretty excited about the adventure. Tuesday I was planning to run that adventure, but I don't have anybody available. I got like 1 person that signed up, so we may have to delay until later in December. Wednesday we got Monster Hunter. Thursday Curse of Strahd Nightfall. Friday nothing, not even a vodcast. Saturday nothing, and then Sunday we will be back for Curse of Strahd Daybreak and you know, more Mythic Odyssey. So hope everybody has a good week, and I'll see you next time.